Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair.
Hey guys, so we finally made it back from thrift shopping. That was yesterday. Today's today. But I wanted to show you guys, but we just had a lot of construction and a lot of noise going on, so it was too much. But this thrift store, which was the Goodwill, they had some good stuff. They have some good stuff. Now, when it comes to thrift stores and things like that, I try not to go to Goodwill because it's a big chain. It's everywhere. So they tend to be a little bit pricey with their things. And I understand they got to do what they got to do. But I'm trying to go thrifting on a budget. Like, I will set my goal budget and have it be $50, $60, and that's all I want to spend. I did pick up a few things. I didn't pick up a lot because they really didn't have a lot. Now, I understand because it's after Christmas, and y'all know for Christmas people be wiping it out. I love going there for Christmas because they have a lot of deals and things like that, but I didn't make it. Of course, I had family here. I just wanted to show you guys what we did get from the thrift store. I took you guys with me, and we're gonna see what we got from the thrift store. I'm gonna show y'all, and then I'm going to show you guys kind of like us actually shopping and showing you what they had. Now, if you're in the Gainesville area, this Goodwill is in Gainesville, and it's about 30 minutes from us. So we were saying that we were gonna go to different, thrift stores, but we ended up just going to one because that 30-minute drive is not easy. Going and coming, 30 minutes, and then having to shop, it was just like too much. So I like to go to my thrift stores that are locally to me, but I did want to go to the Goodwill and see what they had because after Christmas, they always be having the good stuff. And then it was like the blue tag, you get 40% off. There wasn't any blue tags that I had seen, so. We did pick up a few things, and I want to show you guys what we did pick up because they are just so beautiful. I love Pyrex, and Pyrex is kind of like a glass cookware. One of the tips and tricks that I normally do when I go to the thrift stores, I will make a list in my phone of what I want to spend, what I want to spend and what I want to shop for. If I want to go there that day for picture frames, I will go and put it on my list. If I want to get Pyrex, I will put it on my list. I always look for Pyrex anyways because that's something that I tend to look for, and it's very expensive if you buy it new, so I tend to look for it used because a lot of people will give them away. That's normally what I would shop for. So I just make my list, and I will put down curtains, I will put down pots, just things that I'm looking for that day, whatever I want to decorate my home with, because you tend to go to the thrift store and you tend to be all over the place, and I hate that for me. One, I have really bad anxiety, so if I start seeing too much stuff, I'm just like, nope, we're not doing it. This isn't for me. So I tend to go in there with my mindset of what I want to shop for, what I'm looking for, and if I can find it. I was mainly looking for Pyrex, looking for pie dishes. So there was two there, and I will show you what I ended up picking up. Adele did see one of this that I'm looking at right now, and I actually have one on one of my shelves at the moment, but it's pretty small, and I actually got that one at a garage sale as well years back. So, and I think it was like $2 from the garage sale. Now this one was a little pricey. This one was $8.99, and the only thing is it has a little chip. We can't see it because it's big and it's nice. And when I like to cook my bread, I love to put my bread inside of this and just have it sit out for a couple of days while we're heating it up. Normally bread in my house does not last because Yadel really loves bread, but that's normally what I put in there. Or if I bake a cake, then I will put it in there as well. I tend to not bake a lot of sweets when it's just me and Yadel. We'll do like cookies and cookie dough, like things that I put in the deep freezer and I prep. We do prep a lot of food here, so we can have throughout the months, because we do not, like, we try not to eat out and stuff like that. We're mainly an ingredient based household. I do love to find stuff to cook with, and I want to get into cooking more pies. We are trying to do the no pantry challenge from the Three Rivers challenge, if I said that right. And I've been looking up some stuff about it and doing some research because a lot of people are doing it. I'm really excited to do it, but I wanted to get into more doing some pies and see if that's something that Yadel would like. I want to do something where I can make a pie that's pretty small for just me and him, and we can have it for a couple days and eat on that if we want something sweet. I'm going to get into what we actually bought at the thrift store, and I'm probably going to figure out where to put them in this video as well, so if you kind of want to watch that, you can. But like I said, my list going in was to find Pyrex, and I wanted to find some quilts because I want to get a quilt rack. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at, but I want to get one. And the only reason why I say that is because we love to sit out here in the living room, but when it's cold, like right now, it is freezing outside. We love to just throw a throw blanket on the couch and just be cozy. So I kind of want to get a quilt rack and see where I can put that at, or see if Yadel can build a ladder. I don't know. If he could build a ladder, then I would be fine with that, but I want the thicker quilt. I really didn't find a quilt rack, but you're gonna see in the video they have like a magazine holder, and I was so tempted because it was only $10, but I'm like, girl, where you gonna put that? Where you gonna put that? So we didn't get it. We did not get that, but it was very pretty and it was very nice, and if you wanted to make it more modern, you could paint it. So if you are interested in that and you are in Gainesville, it is still in the Gainesville Goodwill, I'm hoping, because it is really nice. So I'm pretty sure somebody picked it up if they like that type of traditional wood, because that's what it is. It's like the traditional wood, and it's so pretty. And I would have gotten it and just kept it that color, or had Yadel put a little bit of epoxy on it so it can, like, you know what I'm saying, like boom. We only spent about $23 at this thrift store, and I got five things. So it was 20 something dollars, and I got 5 things. Chef's kiss. So if you guys don't know, I actually have one of these dishes. This was $8.99, which they normally sell these for $11.99, but she said they had it on lower pricing because it does have a little chip, which I'll show you. But I actually have one of these smaller, like I said, and I got it from a garage sale. I think I paid about $2 to $3 for it. Or, you know what? I think that one was actually, yeah, it was $2 to $3. Most of my stuff is thrifted, like the clock, the little snail, a cake. So if you can see here, it kind of has like a little crack on it right there. But it's literally just a cake stand. And it's so pretty. When Yadel seen it, he was like, we's gotta get that. So we picked this up and it was $8.99. Really, really nice. If it would have had a blue tag, it would have been a lot cheaper. All right, you guys, so this is the coffee pot. I'm so in love with it. I'm so in love with her. So if you guys don't know, I love me some coffee. Coffee, tea. So I kind of feel like I can boil hot water in here. It's a little bit be cute and fancy. But no, I have a teapot, which is, this is the only teapot that I have. And she's a little fragile, okay? I kind of feel like this is going to be a lot better for everyday use. Unlike her, I love my teas and my coffee. But now, the only problem with this one is that it's supposed to bring a silver, like, coffee. You put the coffee inside of this metal thing, and then it brews by itself with the heat of the stove. Unfortunately, it did not bring it. It also was supposed to bring 6 cups. It did not bring it. So this right here is $120 value on eBay. So that's used. But I'm pretty sure new it's pretty expensive. I would try to find one if I can, if you guys are interested. But they are pretty expensive. But I'm very excited to have this. I'm just going to order the silver thing that goes inside of here and call it a day, because I did find it on eBay for $10. And I feel like $15 for the whole thing, it's not that bad for kind of what I'm going for. So I don't mind. So the next 2 things that I ended up getting was these pie dishes, and they were $2.99 each. These were the only 2 that they had left over. So this one is just a plain, and then this one actually has the ridges to do pie. So I'm going to deep clean these and probably make a pie today or tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And you're gonna see in the video, I seen one in white. Yadel had showed me this one, and he's like, look at this. And it was $1.99. So cute. I cannot wait for like Easter or something, so we can make some gravy and pour it over. This is what this is for. We're gonna use this year. It's gonna be used because it is so cute. So that was everything that we got from the thrift store, from Goodwill. We also stopped by the Waldo flea market, so I will put a little bit of that in this video as well. But we stopped by there today, so I'll put a little bit of that here because they do have a lot of antiques and like things that you might like if you're in the area to go and check them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and thrift with me. At the end of the video, I will show you where I put all that stuff and see where we can actually organize it at. All right, you guys, so we just got back from the Waldo flea market, and I just wanted to show you everything that we got from there. Yadel, he loves to buy me anything that has to do with kitchen or prepping, food preparation, so he bought me all of these. I was most excited about this All-American. Now, you guys, I was going to invest. Of course, you have to invest in what you like and what you want to do. And I am a prepper. I love to prep food and can and all that good stuff. I am a beginner canner, not like, oh my God, but I do love to do that. I love to make meals and have them prepared and cook from scratch. So this stuff definitely comes in handy, but the thing that I was most excited about was this All-American canner. Now, this is the number 7 canner, and it is a vintage canner, and it still works perfectly fine. We tested it out. We made sure that it worked because I actually got this one from there yesterday, and we went again and picked up the rest of this stuff because they're open Saturdays and Sundays. So we went Saturday, picked this one up, and we tried it. We were testing out all the knobs and stuff when we got home. I also looked up some replacement parts to replace this and get a new handle. The handle was there, so they had the handle, but it was already broken. So I just took it off. I'm just gonna buy a handle, and then I'm gonna replace this and replace this, and everything locks really, really good. But it is literally it's from the 1930s, and I couldn't have been more happy with it. I'm so excited to use this in upcoming videos if you guys like to can. But that was one of the things that I was very excited about, was this canner. Now, the other things that I'm very excited about are these 3 things right here. So we have a meat grinder. So it peels apples and stuff. I'm really excited about this because the local farmers market, they always have apples really cheap. So I want to start prepping some apples and start doing applesauce and stuff like that. We also have an apple tree that is getting ready to start blooming, and we're really excited about that as well, that we planted almost 2 to 3 years ago. And then I have a pasta maker. Now, all of these, so this on Amazon is about almost $150. This you can probably get for like $30. Kid you not, it's just an apple peeler, so I'm pretty sure it's not that expensive. And then this right here is really expensive as well. It's probably like $150 with the attachment and everything. But I got this for $20, this for $10, this for $20, and this for $10. So you cannot beat that. I got all this for $60, and we're gonna get some prepping done. Also, I make spaghetti by hand, but this is gonna be a whole lot easier than actually rolling it out with my rolling pin. I like homemade spaghetti. It's a whole lot better. You don't ever want to go back, especially if you make lasagna or spaghetti or fettuccine. You are not going to want to go back to store-bought pasta. I could bet you that. If you make it at home, you're not going to want to go back. But it is tiring to do it by hand with a rolling pin. So I'm very excited for this. And it was only $20. This is normally like $150 almost. So I'm very excited about all of these. And I just wanted to show you guys what we got from the Waldo Flea Market. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to our channel.
Today is the...
Today we're going to be...
The video?
No. In today's video...
Oh, okay.
In today's video, we're going to go thrifting. We're going to go to a couple of thrift stores and do some shopping. What's the budget for today, baby? No más de $50.
No.
See if I can find like little affordable stuff for like the house and see what we can find and look around and just see. Taking you guys along with us to go shopping. Not shopping. Well, it is shopping.
No, y irás para trabajar porque yo tengo que trabajar. Mira, eso es lo que pasa. Yo ahora tengo que salir y dejé el trabajo mío ahí. ¿Dejé mi trabajo?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, we're gonna go there and see what they got. See what it is. And then we're just gonna get back home. And what are you gonna work on, baby? What are you gonna work on?
¿En la casa?
Yeah.
No, quiero terminar el closet y darle la preparación y poner unas piezas que me faltan de madera ahí y después echarle silicón, todas esas cosas, ya dejarlo ready para pintar.
Are you gonna paint it today?
No sé, porque voy a echarle, acuérdate que tengo que poner el cooking y tengo que poner las piezas esas.
Another thing, a lady had wrote a comment. I don't remember her name, but she asked. Well, she told us to put caulking on the kitchen window, that it would make it look better, the trim, but we can't. So that window in the kitchen has to come out because we noticed that it has a huge crack down the middle, right, baby? We're taking that window out and putting a new one in.
Lo que pasa es que no tiene terminación porque yo solamente puse los windows, los trim de las ventanas supuestos, ¿ves? Que la ventana está bien dañada, la ventana tiene el cristal partido así. Entonces necesitamos una ventana que sea de esa medida, ¿entiendes? Y
lo ordenamos ya, pero
se nos había hecho un poco difícil encontrarlo hasta que ya lo encontramos.
Yeah.
Entonces, pero eso está supuesto ahí. Cuando yo quite, cuando yo traiga la ventana, entonces yo le doy terminación a los trims. Le echo caulking y lo vuelvo a pintar. Por eso es que está puesto ahí supuestamente hasta que ponga la ventana nueva.
Yeah, so when the window comes in, he can take it out from the inside and not the outside. Because if you guys haven't seen the outside of our house, I'll try to link a video. It has all the trim around the window, and he doesn't want to undo all of that just to take out a window when he could do it from the inside and take it out. So that's why we've been waiting.
Porque mayormente siempre las ventanas se sacan para afuera. Pero esta, cuando yo puse la ventana, yo puse los trim por fuera y la dejé. Pero cuando yo estaba arreglando adentro, sin querer partí el cristal. Entonces, era mejor, me es más fácil a mí sacarla para adentro que volver a quitar todos los trim de afuera. Entonces, por eso fue que estamos en esa situación ahora. Pero ya nada más que yo ponga la ventana, yo remodelo esa parte.
Alright, you guys, so we're just gonna head now to the thrift store and we'll see kind of like what we find over there.
¿Qué te vas a buscar?
Nothing.
¿Qué te vas a buscar? ¿Tú me le vas a decir qué te vas a buscar allí?
¿De qué?
En la tienda.
Want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile and my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine. You got your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn-out jeans. What could go wrong? Sipping on a beer, sing along to our favorite songs. All I want is you. You make my world spin round and round. Sometimes I don't know what to do, 'cause my heart starts racing when I'm with you. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine.
Alright, you guys, so I just wanted to come on here and just say like how I would kind of decorate this stuff if I was to have bought it. I really wanted those picture frames, but there was only 3 and I kind of wanted 4. I like to make it even, but if I were to have gotten them, I would have spray painted them either white or black and maybe like did like a vintage feel, or probably sanded them down and see what was on the bottom of that paint. This little family portrait was, well, it's like a little picture, was so cute. And this one right here saying that my first year, it's so cute. I love that. But yeah, you guys never know what you will find at the thrift store. You have to kind of go there and look around. I always like to take at least a couple of hours to just go there and really get into it. So before we even recorded this, I had already went through a lot of this and was looking at it one by one, because you never know where somebody might misplace something or put something away, or just put it here and it goes here, and you might just miss it. So these were all the pots and stuff. So I was so tempted to get that record player, but I really didn't know if it was going to work or not. And I know I could have asked the front to plug it in and see if it actually works and all that good stuff. But I just completely just skipped out on it, because at this point I have nowhere to put it at. I kind of wanted to put it on this table, this side table that's in the living room. But I'm still debating on that. I feel like it would look just so pretty and very aesthetic there. And not only that, I love to listen to music, and just nice and calming music as well. So I definitely want to get one. I just don't know where to start. So I know the Waldo Flea Market, which we went earlier, they have those actual discs for like $2. And I cannot wait to invest in one of these record players. I really want one so bad. So yeah, I can't wait. I hope to find one, and when I do, I'm definitely gonna get her, but this one just was not it for me. So Yadel knows that I love anything coffee, anything tea, and he was like, look at how cute this was. But when I looked it up, I actually did look it up in the store. When I looked it up, it actually was supposed to bring a metal piece, and I ended up still getting it anyways because the metal piece, I can get it off of eBay for like $10, and that was only $5. They normally range from $100 and up. There was also one on eBay that was for sale that had the metal piece, and it was $56. So either way, it was a win-win. $15 compared to $56. Something that I did love were these turkey dishes, and they are so cute. It's where you put the turkey on top of if you were making Thanksgiving dinner, and they were just so beautiful. This is what I wanted to show you. I did see the white one and the clear one. I ended up going with the clear one because the white one was a little bit too bulky for me, but the clear one is absolutely beautiful, and it definitely goes with the aesthetic of the kitchen. So that was most of the stuff that they had in the Goodwill. Now we're going into the Waldo flea market. Now this is like a flea market antique place. So a lot of these stores have antiques, and we went into this one and they had such beautiful stuff. I'm talking about they had these little forks and spoon things with knives for like charcuterie boards for $5, and they were just so cute. They also had these little plate sets with the birds on it, and they were beautiful. A little bit pricey, but they were beautiful. Antiques are a little bit different than thrifting, of course, because antiques are a little bit more expensive. You're looking at a higher end vintage piece, so those can be a little bit more expensive than actually just regular thrifting. These were so cute. I kind of want to go back and get them. They were only $10 a piece, but they are just so cute. Now, if you guys do any canning, water bath canning, these pots right here are so it for that. And that little pot heater, definitely recommend 100% if you are a water bath canner or pressure canner. Those are so bomb. Those stock pots are so good for that, and they were only like $40 a piece, so they were really nice.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next one.